diamond cutting, polishing, and trading of jewelry. The corridor is also home to Africa's first erythropolis, which anchors its growth trajectory on the busiest airport on the continent, OR Tambo International Airport, and its manufacturing capabilities. In the southern corridor, where we have established the Vaal Special Economic Zone, or rather we are in the process, the aim is to unlock the potential of the waterfront developments in the Mfuleni and Mid-Vaal areas at the proximal end of the Vaal River, as well as to unlock the agricultural potential of Sidibeng as the food basket of the Gauteng city region. The Vaal area of the Gauteng province has for decades been a hub for manufacturing, heavy industrial development, and engineering. It is here where we aim to grow the untapped potential in the agricultural, manufacturing, logistics, and the renewable energy sectors in the province, and to position the region as an agropolis. And finally, the Western Corridor, which is Western, which is anchored around mining initially with a focus on tourism, agribusiness, and agro-processing. The key project is Farm to Fork. This is a digital multi-layered platform that enables and unlocks various technologies and convergences of technologies and different industries. It is a collaboration of different industry specialists from the private, educational, and government sector. The initiative was born out of the desire to support disenfranchised growers and simultaneously support communities facing food shortages. Our assertion that Gauteng is the heartbeat of the continental economy is evidenced by its strategic location as a gateway to the Southern African Development Community. The Trans-Kalahari Corridor, also known as the Maputo Corridor, connects Gauteng with the Mpumalanga province, the Indian Ocean, the Pacific Rim, Mozambique, and the SADC region via Botswana. It is a major trade corridor comprised of roads, railway, ports, and border facilities, and a vital route for South African exporters seeking access to the Indian and Far Eastern market. Program Director, this overview of the development corridors in Gauteng, as well as the priority sectors that have been identified and to which significant investment is being injected, provide an outline of the investment potential of Gauteng province. There is no question that investing in this province is an investment in the South African economy, and indeed the economy of the entire African continent. At this juncture, I wish to turn to the objectives of this conference. The Gauteng Investment Conference has various linked objectives that are all geared towards the development agenda, not only of the province, but of the country, the region, and the continent. The Gauteng provincial government aims to attract 800 billion in investment pledges over 5 years towards the development of infrastructure that will bolster the continental economy. Thus, the key objective of this conference was to secure 300 billion in investment commitments as a foundational step towards our 800 billion target. In announcing this investment initiative, we were making a call for both domestic and international investors to support the transformative initiative in Gauteng that is grounded in sustainable and inclusive economy. It gives me great pleasure to inform you that this call has been headed by more than 300 investors, local and international, who recognize the strategic importance of partnering with the province. As of yesterday, the 2nd of April 2025, we have surpassed the target that we had set for ourselves. And I think that deserves a round of applause. We have managed to secure pledges with an investment value of 312.5 billion. This is 12.5 billion more than our initial target. Our investors, or rather our potential investors, are geographically spread across 5 continents. From South Africa, we have pledges amounting to 179 billion. From the United States of America, we have pledges, Minister. As you manage the other issues, we are doing business with the private sector. So, from the United States of America, we have pledges amounting to 51.4 billion. In the European Union, pledges have been received from France and Estonia, totaling just over 2.8 billion. In addition to this, we have received pledges amounting to 30 billion from the United Kingdom and 650 million from Switzerland. Pledges from India amounts to 4.9 billion, while those from Pakistan amounts to 5 billion. From Australia, we have received pledges totaling 1.8 billion. Pledges received from China, and I know CG, in our discussion we agreed we are going to do much better. Next year China will be leading. For this year it's about 2 billion, while these are confirmed projects. There are others in the pipeline, so we didn't take everything that we have. We took everything that has been verified, whilst multinational companies have pledged just over 34.7 billion. These pledges have been directed towards specific projects across all 5 development corridors of Gauteng. So we are not talking a number that's not attached to sectors, that's not attached to a geographical area. So in the central corridor, Honorable Mayor, it is worth about 174.9 billion of the share that will be coming your way. In the eastern corridor, it's 36 billion. The northern corridor, about 13 billion. The southern corridor, about 42 billion. The western corridor, about 23.7 billion. And the broader Gauteng city region, so pledges are sitting at 312, as I've said. A total of 60 projects across 15 sectors and subsectors have received the investment pledges. A total of 7 projects in the agro-processing sector, MEC Ramokgopa, have received investments amounting to 22.7 billion, whilst 12 projects in the manufacturing sector have received a total of 15.3 billion. In the energy sector, 5 projects have received a total of 4.9 billion, whilst 80.7 billion has been pledged towards 6 projects in the ICT sector. A total of 2.9 billion has been pledged towards 3 mining sector projects, while 5 projects in the transport and logistics sector have received 39.7 billion in pledges. In the property development sector, 11 projects have received 123.7 billion in investments, while 3 projects in the automotive sector have received 9.8 billion. A total of 4.1 billion has been pledged to 2 projects in the steel sector, and I'm sure you'll be happy, Minister, to hear this. 144 million has been pledged to a key water and sanitation sector project, and we're looking for more. That will significantly alleviate the water security challenges faced by the Gauteng province, whilst 550 has been directed towards a project in the agricultural sector to aid with food sovereignty in the province. A pledge of 225 million has been received for a project in the retail sector, while 250 million has been received for a project in the health sector. A total of 2.6 billion has been pledged for a project in the chemical sector, and finally 5 billion has been pledged for a project in the aviation sector. That is the anchor of the Erythropolis in the province's eastern corridor. So, ladies and gentlemen, these investments are an expression of the power of public-private partnerships that we as the Gauteng provincial government believe will grow and develop the provincial, national and continental economy. We are committed to building strong partnerships with the private sector globally. We believe We believe that private sector is crucial for economic growth and development, and that it acts as a major job creator, driver of innovation, and a significant contributor to national income and tax revenues, whilst also providing essential goods and services. We are unambiguous in our priority to enhance project preparation and execution, and this will ensure that projects are well prepared with a focus on risk mitigation, feasibility, and investor readiness. The project investment book that has been prepared for this conference is an indication that we are not hosting this conference for the sake of mere discussions, but to give practical financial and technical support to projects for which we as provincial government have already made significant investments at different levels. Our investors can be confident that we are not building castles in the sky, but that their much needed investments will be directed towards a clear path of economic development in Africa. Our target to raise 800 billion within the next 5 years is not unrealistic. Investing in high growth sectors is the clearest path towards developing the economic and infrastructure capabilities of South Africa and the broader African continent. I would like to implore more companies and governments to invest in our infrastructure development efforts. It is a mutually beneficial commitment that from whence all stakeholders will derive sustained value. Program Director, before I conclude, I wish to state and affirm the pledge of the Gauteng provincial government. Everybody else has pledged. Now is our time to pledge as Gauteng government. And we want to pledge to investors, to partners, and all stakeholders for whom the prosperity of our province is a priority. On behalf of the provincial government, we pledge, as stated and affirmed in both the State of the Province address and the provincial budget speech, that we will work hard to ensure that we create a conducive environment for businesses to thrive. We pledge to create a conducive business environment and achieve higher growth through the promotion of good governance, which will curb